This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Green Bay Packers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Zoom.
The first carry here for Ty Montgomery. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Try that to the other side, not this side.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Watch the left.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers finds his target, Montgomery. And now running like defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Packers. Ty Montgomery, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
Lucky 56. Detroit. All right, now, Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Foreseeing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Detroit! Watch 84.
They'll drop to throw. He's got a man. It's Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Back to throw now on first down. A dump off to Elliott. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Detroit! Gun!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. They'll look to throw. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! 47 Mike, boy, 47. Check, 47.
They'll look to throw here. Flushed out right. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. That one goes for 24 yards.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar.
Circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Check me out. You got 3 downs.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
Gun! Detroit! Over! Hot!
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And they still need 6 yards here on 3rd down after the penalty.
Lucky 56. Gun! Watch him now, Barney! Watch him now, Barney! Check 24! Watch him now, Barney! Hot!
He'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Terrence Williams, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So we're back to a one-point game now as the kickoff comes.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at the 40.
Get reset. Hey, easy.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase him.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Let's go, hey, let's go, come on.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out.
Let's go.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
No.
Following the penalty, Montgomery. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. It's a big play that time for the Packers. Give him 55 yards on the ground. A first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. This is 1st and goal from about the 8.
Hey. 4 down.
Zoom.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Got a man, it's Montgomery for the Packer touchdown. Ty Montgomery with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. Crosby on now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field.
No. Check. Patriot.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Check. Alert flare.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Shedding the tackle. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs, because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
So after a good run by Zeke, another first and 10. They'll look to throw now on first down. And this one hauled in by Tavon Austin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory. One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They'll run it now out of the gun, down to the 25.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That'll put him at an even 50 receiving yards now in this first half. And it's a first down. First down carry by Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 4th touchdown on the year. And now the Cowboys are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Flush to his right. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
They go play action here on first down. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Rodgers to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun, Rodgers looking deep for Adams. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. 1:59 to go in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep is Tavon Austin. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again to Elliott. And an alley to run. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. He's at the 30. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 96 yards. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it. Return to get you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. They were forced to punt last time. Now, I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, baby, yeah. Let's go, hey, let's go, come on. Four down. Over.
Rodgers now on first down. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it second down.
Now, that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Let's go.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Hey, 626.
Here's Rodgers operating from the gun. He's got Adams on the hook on. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown. Green Bay. Davante Adams, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers have drawn even here with the extra point to come. Extra point try now for Crosby. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that will give him the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Crosby on now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Detroit! Watch him now, Barney! Hut!
On first down, he'll drop to throw. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
No. Check. Patriot. Leopard. All right, now, Lucky 56.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
All right, now, Lucky 56. Detroit!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Barry Church. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've reached halftime in the second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
Detroit! 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 Check! 4 down, 4 down. He's coming, he's coming.
They'll set up to throw. Forced out to his left. And this will be incomplete. Jeff Swain, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 5.
Well, partner, so much for the mismatch. How about the guy at the second level, that big linebacker, able to run with the receiver and make a play on the football?
The Cowboys on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Gun! 4 down. 25, check 25, check 25. Gun! No, check, Patriot! Detroit! Hut!
Back to throw here. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a first down.
I was going to say on 3rd down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just kind of shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the first. Drops it underneath. Elliott. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. The give is to Elliott. He'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Check, Patriot! Gun!
He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Barker. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. So they are going to call on Dan Bailey here. His career long is 56 yards done in Seattle. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt.
It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
two sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48.
Over.
Rodgers now on first down. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Demarcus Lawrence. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll run it now out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Zoom.
Working from the gun. Rodgers. Trying to lay one up deep. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there. Rodgers to Adams. 49 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike.
They run with Thomas. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Let's go, come on.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Rodgers from the gun, he'll throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Demarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. And Crosby puts it through. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Gun! Back 99, Philly, here we go! Watch him now, Barney!
Mike 50. Hey, watch the screen!
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He'll look to throw. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Nick Perry in there to get him for a loss of 5. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure it out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And some room to roam now. Then he will finally be taken down, but how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the third quarter. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Zoom. Hey, check 26.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Touchdown, Packers. Jimmy Graham, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Crosby on now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Cowboys. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun!
They'll set up a throw. This is intercepted. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick.
Oh, that's
what an effort. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
1st down, here's the run of Montgomery. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Cobb. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers on fire. His 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead is up to 18 now. Crosby on now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Schultz. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll get 5 on the dump-off there, and that'll lead to a third down.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Detroit! Detroit! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
They're going to look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. 63 yards receiving for him now. And that last catch good enough for a first down. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
36, 36.
49.
Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed. To take that number down, told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up, I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 right at the 30.
Cut his right.
No. 319. Strong right. Looking good.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Caught left side by Cobb. A good pickup there, 22.
What may seem a little unorthodox to some people, got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Rodgers now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10.
Strong right.
This is Thomas. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Jeff Heath, the one to bring him down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
A play fake to Montgomery. Now Rogers. And his throw is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
The Packers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashawn Melvin. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. They'll start things on first down with Bo Scarborough. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to fire one deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big play here for the Cowboys. And even 50 yards.
Hey, check. 3 down.
Now Elliott. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll try and sneak it here. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th.
Now this feels like old school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. They come out here in the eye. Running with Elliott. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Zone.
Rodgers throwing here. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rashawn Melvin. When you're on your own 1-yard line like they were, oftentimes you're thinking just run on any down, get some space. There they elect to throw it. It cost them.
You get the sense that they were banking on the element of surprise, right? Everyone expects you to run it there. Let's take a shot. Let's throw it. Try and create some space, some room. And it went awry, didn't it?
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
They'll look to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it is incomplete. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down, and that will force a turnover on downs. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Well, they didn't really have to earn that first. Down, did they?
Well, they're not having to earn much, are they? Back-to-back penalties. First was 1st and 5, and now they give them a first down.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Even. 4 down. Even. No. 319.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.